So mag-brush ta sa atong teeth kay kugaw kaayo. Pero guys, I'll show you our breakfast for today. Wala na ko ka-intro, walang intro. Kaya naghimo ko sa prank namo nga video. So ako lang ning gi-record. Human na tag-brush, human ani ako ipakita inyo among breakfast. Then that's it. So every morning before bed mag-brush with sa teeth para nice ang teeth. Dili mapareha sa ako. So guys, stay tuned and I'll show you our Yeah. Okay, thank you. Good morning. So day 4 sa among quarantine there sa Manila. Then this is our food again. So Mike is still order his pancake. Wow. Then I order pork tocino with boiled egg again. And then as usual they do.
Okay.
So as usual they made the rice wrong again.
Thank you, sir.
Because I ordered plain rice. And now they give me garlic rice. But that's okay. But at least they made right the mango juice. So let's eat guys. So kay nahuman naman ta og breakfast, nag-exercise ta. Dili ko every morning mag-exercise ha. Kung dili ra ko tapulan mag-exercise ko. So mag-squat ko. Squat. Kung usahay ra ko maka-squat guys, if kanang ganahan ko, kanang makinumdum ko, or kanang dili, kanang maboard ko, pero kung dili ko makinumdum, dili ra pag ko mag-squat. So everyday, not usually everyday ko mag-squat. Kana arang ganahan ko. So guys, dili usahay nakabantay ko basta magsige ko exercise kay sige ko gutomon. Nya kapoy magadiri kay wala kay pagkaon na tarong. So mas maayo nga dili na lang ko mag-exercise per me. So guys, kung ganahan. So, hi guys! Welcome to our vlog. I'm Maine and this is Mike.
So we're talking.
So I'll just introduce them to you.
Yeah.
So we'll talk about what?
Well, we want to talk about just a couple of things really. We put a video out that said all about the requirements to go to Thailand from the Philippines, which was right,
Yeah.
and it still is right. But one thing that we didn't know, and nobody told us, they didn't tell us in any of the airports in the Philippines when we left. We didn't know until we got on the flight at the airport in Bangkok. So before we got on the flight, that if we didn't have the booster, we had our vaccination cards. We've both been double vaccinated, but unless you've got a booster,
you're okay.
If you haven't got a booster, when you come back to the Philippines, even though we'd only been there 5 days, when you come back to the Philippines, if you haven't had a booster on top of your vaccination card, then you have to be quarantined for 5 days. So consequently, me and Min have been stuck here, and it's okay. We're lucky, we're in I suppose it's a suite, you can call it that. But it's still, after a while, you're still feeling like you're incarcerated. After a few days, you feel like you're in prison because we can't go out, we can't leave the room. We're ordering food in, which is not bad, but it's not fantastic, and there's limited choice and stuff like that. And we've done a few extra little raffles and stuff like that, and we've spent some time discussing, what we're going to do, sort of charity work, what we're going to do in the next sort of couple of weeks. But but because of the delay getting back to Cebu, we have business issues as well that we've got to deal with when we get back to Cebu. So it set us back a little bit. We didn't expect to be stuck here for five extra days. We thought we would have been back in Cebu now, and of course we haven't seen Zach for a while, and we've got an East starting school very, very soon, so we've got to organise that as well. So we're going to be a bit tied up for a while. but we'll still be around. So just bear in mind that if you do go, I wouldn't just say it's Thailand. If you go out of the country,
Yeah.
even if you're double vaccinated, if you come back, just make sure you either take a PCR test before you come back to the Philippines, or you've had your booster jab. I'm not a great lover of jabs. I've had my 2 jabs. I don't want any more. There's a lot of issues with some of these jabs. They're not. Some people are, getting side effects from them and stuff like that. I've had my jabs. I'm not having any more. You can have 100 jabs and you'll still catch COVID. The President of the United States has had all his jabs and he still catches it. So, I'm a bit reluctant to have any more jabs. But what we'll have to do, because of that, it seems to me like if you're double vaccinated, it's not enough at the moment for the Philippines to come back in the Philippines.
Useless.
You'll have to have your PCR test, or you'll have to prove to them that you've had a booster. Then next day you'll probably have to prove to them that you've had 2 boosters, 3 boosters, 4, 10 boosters, and we'll all be walking out like really chemistry sets.
Yeah.
But just be aware that once you leave the country, if you come back, you have to have that booster or a PCR test done within. I was probably 72 hours. I wouldn't quote me on that, but I would check it. It's probably 3 days, I think it is, or something like that. Just make sure you get a PCR test somewhere, so you've got the documentation for when you come back in the Philippines. They've got this quarantine area, this quarantine bureau of quarantine that you've got to go around and you've got to show them your paperwork, and then you go to immigration to check back into the country. And they'll be aware that you haven't got a booster injection anyway, because they ask you at the airport in the other country before you leave here, they make you fill in that health card, right? The little yellow one, I think you showed them that.
One health pass.
Yeah.
The one health pass.
That's for the Philippines, yeah.
So guys, the video that we're making the Thailand requirements, that's right, okay? So there's no strict in Thailand. If you from here to Thailand, you didn't need your booster, your vaccination card.
Your passport is all you need. It's coming back to the Philippines is what the Philippines need.
Coming back to the Philippines is they really need the booster or the PCR test. Since we do not have that requirements, that's why we're here quarantined for 5 days. So guys, what else you want to say?
I think that's it. It's an experience being locked up, but it gets.
We never forget this one.
It's pretty sickening, because we can't go out,
Yeah, because we're that kind of people. Like if you want to go, we go there anytime we want. So this is unusual for us, and we're not used to this. Like just lay down or just playing our phone. We always go on the mountain if we're bored or go somewhere.
Well, we're backwards and forwards to the city for business
if
stuff.
If we go to, if we want to, let's go to Papa or we go to Dalaget, then if he will say, let's go back to the city, we can go anywhere. And then they were not used to this situation, just lay down.
But we have to stay here. We're registered as being here with the Bureau of Quarantine, which is a department of the government, so we can't just go out and wander all over and and stuff like that.
So guys, maybe some people asking who will provide the hotel, who will pay the hotel, who will pay the food. We're the one, or Mike is the one who pay all. So before, when the COVID is 2019, once the OFW came here, or some people that came here, they're the one who provide the hotel and the food. But now
the government used to.
The government is the one who paid it all. But now we are the one who pay all the expenses here, the food, the 5 days stay here. So it's not it's really not you look forward. So there's a guy there in the airport. We're 3 there when we arrived in the Bureau of Quarantine. He's really worried because he just been his wife is from Thailand, right?
Yeah,
and he will go to Bohol.
Yeah.
So I think he don't have a booster, or
I don't know. He didn't.
So he didn't have a booster also. So he's worried about the payment for the swab. Actually, we will pay how much?
I think we have to
So
pay
that they
about.
can also
I think it's about it's 2,500
yeah.
each. Yeah.
So 2,500 for me, then 2,500 for Mikey for the swab tomorrow. So kato siya mura siya, he's a bit worried because of the how can he pay the hotel, the food,
Not me, the other guy that was at the airport.
other guy, the one that so for us experience na mo nga di na mo makalimtan, but we're a bit shocked like why is it this happened because we didn't expect this one. That's why I talked
the Philippine authorities are very poor at
communication.
Very poor.
Communicates.
They never said anything to us when we left. That there's nothing on the website. You know, they should be saying, okay, you know, but you do realize before you come back, we'll advise that you'll have the swab test in Thailand 24 hours before you come. We could have done that. There's hospitals and places we could have got that done, and then we wouldn't have had the hassle. But nobody in this country tells you nothing. You know, it's like trying to get blood out of a stone, trying to get information.
So that's why when we arrived in Naiya, Ninoy Aquino National Airport, we're shocked. Like, you need to be quarantined 5 days. Oh, why? Like, we didn't. When we go to Thailand from the immigration in Manila, they didn't even ask our vaccination card.
No, we walked straight through the airport when we were going to Thailand, straight through the one in Cebu, straight from Cebu, straight into Manila, and then we went back into Manila, straight through there. Nobody mentioned anything about. They didn't even want to see our vaccination cards, and then when we come back, they want to see them. You know, I don't know. It's hard to believe the frustration and the incompetence or whatever you want to call it, but just be aware of it. It's really difficult sometimes to get basic information, and the immigration officers don't really know either, which is
really know.
You know, they didn't know, which is mind-boggling really, but just bear that in mind. And again, like I said in the other video, that's at the moment.
That's at the moment.
You know, next week they could change it. They could say, well, you know, if you're fully vaccinated, that's okay, you don't need a booster. But from what I can see what's going on at the moment, especially in Cebu, I think that they've just the mayor's just dropped the mask mandate, and they're pushing boosters in Cebu. You know, I think the mayor's saying that the way out of this is vaccination, and they're dropping the mask mandates. And I think Mandawi and Lapu will probably follow suit. But at the moment, if you leave the country and come back in, when you come back in, you've got to be boosted or you've got to have a PCR test, even if you're double vaccinated. They want that booster. Okay, that's pretty much all I've got to say about this.
So guys, stay tuned to our other videos in our YouTube channel, and don't forget to subscribe. And thank you so much for supporting us from day one until now.
Thank you so much to all the subscribers, all the new subscribers, and all of you. You know, we stay on the journey with us because we've got a lot of plans. You know, when we get a bit of time with it, we've just got a few issues to sort out when we finally get back, because we've been here incarcerated in this prison for the last 4 days that we didn't expect. So stay tuned, and thank you to everybody.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bye.